Bali Quest. We've had a wonderful group, and the highlight for me has been this group. They've all gotten along with each other, and they've been so committed to the work on themselves, and it's been a lot of fun to be with this group. So that's been my highlight. And I loved taking them to the Divine Mother Temple, to the Saki Temple at the top, where they took their vow of physical immortality. So that was a thrill for me to be able to do that.
Well, my highlight was this group, and because everyone got along so well, and you took responsibility, and you moved through a lot of things, and we all stayed friends throughout the whole thing. Another highlight was I really got how important the elements are in the Bali Quest. We went to the cave first, the earth, then we did the fire, then we went to the water, and then we went to the air and the space at the top of the Saki temple, and that was the right order to do things. So I felt that Babaji was really guiding us to through these elemental steps, and we did it in the right order. So that was another highlight for me. I think when Sandra said you're going to be introduced to a sacred lifestyle here in Bali, and you won't be the same when you leave, I feel that everybody got that. So if I were to tell someone why they would come on the Bali Quest, come to Bali and walk in a sacred manner.
I'm Ari, hello. Well, I feel great in my body. This has been a remarkable 10 days. I'm just grateful and thankful to you guys, Marcus and Sandra. First time in Bali and experience this amazing healing trip, and sharing this with all of you has been an honor for me. It has been a focus lately in my life to bring that into my world, and I don't believe that it's a coincidence that I'm here, and this 10 days has been all about the earth elements in particular, and it just hit me sitting here how surprising the water piece, which I've always had kind of a distance to because I'm always attracted to the mountains, but the water temple, I had so much spiritual movement and purging that just happened instantly when I dunked my head under the spouts. And there's just deep well of sadness that just lifted. It's just an amazing journey, and I would just say to anyone who's interested, it's a beautiful, beautiful place of healing. So.
Thank you so much. I have healed so many different areas in my life, and I adore every one of you. I can't, it's just been a fabulous trip. And so I would say to anybody who wanted to come that this will indeed change your life.
I feel like I've just been high the whole time. There's a certain space that is created by just being around here that I think all people are great, but sometimes our greatness is hidden by all kinds of obstacles. And when you come here, just what you really are, or your good qualities just blossom. And I met, the great people I met in this group and some people outside. I could see it. It really nourishes the best parts of us. That's really been the highlight for me, to see, wow, this amazing place exists in the world. I've traveled a lot, but this is like almost a fairy tale or something. So it was amazing. I would love to come back here. I don't really want to leave here, but hopefully I can bring the fairy tale into the rest of the world. So thank you. Thank you all. I appreciate being with you. I appreciate you.
Hello, this is Alicia. I don't know which one was my expectation, but of course, it's much better in any sense because the place is wonderful, the people here is wonderful, and all the work we've been doing with each one, how you notice you are learning more and more about yourself, and through these wonderful persons is incredible. I didn't have a minute, a second of any problem with anybody, just the contrary all the time, more and more. And I don't know, it's a 10 in any sense, and the holy places we visit, it's like you cannot ask more to life. It's just thank you to everybody. Thank you very much.
So my name is Monique. This is my 4th time, so of course I get a lot out of here, otherwise I wouldn't come back. And for me this is really a very spiritual experience, starting I think at the fire ceremony. I just feel that brings you to another place. The Divine Mother Temple and the Water Temple, the vibrations are so high and they elevate my vibrations, and I know I'm taking that home with me to my country.
Oh,
All right,
wonderful.
thank you.
That's
So-
beautiful.
Thank you.
I was called back here.
I'm Eileen, and as you guys said, it's another dimension. It's kind of like, on one hand, you cannot be but holy and spiritual here, but also all of your stuff comes up. So it's really helpful because you go through all the obstacles quickly. And then the other thing was, like in Germany, this is my 3rd baby. So usually people are not very friendly anymore when you have more than 2 kids. It's like, really, you are adding another one to this world, and we are already in such a mess. And then they are like, oh yeah, you know how to be pregnant, and they really don't I don't know, they don't treat you anything special, which I don't expect, but it's like almost like, oh yeah, you're pregnant, whatever. And here it's like this holy thing. They celebrate life, and everyone wants to touch my belly, and it's just so, I just feel so blessed by all the people.
And your child got the blessing with the
Oh,
chandan.
Yeah.
That was
Got the
another
chandan,
highlight.
at
Yeah.
the fire ceremony. So I feel very, full of life right now.
Thank you.
Hello, I'm Dana, and this is my first time here. So here, it was like everything was right out there, and the gift of Sandra and Marcus taking us to the temples related to, cave and temples related to the 4 elements was right in line with raising the vibration and keeping it grounded at the same time. So I feel like I made a new connection with Divine Mother, and feel that I've been doing spiritual work for years, but this opened up my heart and my energy, just my personal physical energy, to being able to release and forgive those little vestiges that were still left in my field, and I just feel free. I guess that's why they call it liberation breathing. And doing the dry sessions as well as the wet rebirthing sessions in this absolutely spectacularly beautiful, almost fantasy land, Nefertari Villas, has really been a really gift of the divine. The kindness, the just physical beauty of the space, and the serenity. I will go with me everywhere I go. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Norma, and my highlight has been learning from Sandra and Marcus, their love, their experience, and the experience with everyone here.
with opening up and sharing the rebirthing and the holy places and just the whole experience. That's my highlight, the people and the place.
Thank you.
Yeah, everybody calls me Ren, and my highlight, well, I first did liberation breathing and the living relationships training with Sandra Ray and Marcus in LA quite recently, and then they said come to Bali, and it felt like it was time, and so here I am, and I've done liberation breathing with many of the folks here, also in the water, which was an amazing process to learn. I think I definitely feel that is a key thing to learn in the process. So I totally recommend Bali as a place to do it. It's so beautiful being so close to the natural world, and the people here that are just completely engaged in the natural world. There's not even a thought about it. It's just the way of life. That's a really wonderful container for this work. Thank you all.
Thank you.
So my highlight was probably definitely reconnecting with you and coming back to Bali, my 4th time here, but this one, I feel like I lived in bliss every moment while I was here. I really loved everything. I think the most special thing for me was, well, of course all of you were wonderful to be with and do the rebirthing, was like the going up to the top of the Divine Mother Temple, the 7th level, and creating our immortality vow and writing our 10 reasons to be here, and then writing the letter to the Divine Mother. That was really my highlight. And I, by accident, shared my vow on Facebook, which I didn't mean to do. I thought it was only a picture that I was sharing. So I've had like 65 views of it, along with a lot of comments about the vows. But people were like pretty positive about it. Well, thank you, Terry, for coming, and Ari, and trusting. And when I told them about Bali, I would tell everybody it's heaven on earth. The people here are living a spiritual life in love and heart energy, and there's just no place other than Bali that you kind of experience what you experience here.
Thank you. Divine Mother, I dedicate my true will to the attainment of physical immortality and the goal of ascension. I really want to live, so I can do a better job every year serving Babaji and the Dream Team. So we feel really blessed to know all of you and to observe all the changes you went through, and it's been a wonderful experience for us, this group. It's a very special group, and we want to stay in touch with all of you, so please write to me, and I answer emails. Tell me what's going on with you in the next few weeks, so I want to stay in touch with you. That's what I would like.
Yeah, this has been my 10th time to Bali. We came in 2010. We didn't have a quest that year, but then after that, every year after that, we've had a quest. And I can't remember of any of those quests that any of those groups got as close as we got this year. We got really close. I don't know, there was something about the energy. We just all really bonded, like right off the bat. And it was almost like we were one mind throughout the whole thing. We weren't 12 different people. We were just one mind experiencing the divine. And that's the first time I felt that on the Bali quest, that we were so integrated with each other. And I think we moved through so much just by being in that one mind. And we probably moved through a lot of stuff we don't even realize we moved through. And that's the other beauty about it. So the Bali quest produces, and it does its work. And it was just a joy being with all you guys. And thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, the Divine Mother, for sending you all here.